What's up, sis? It is I, Tahirah Ahshah, owner of Pure Life Stationery, and I am coming back to you with a video that I believe will be super helpful. Today, I am doing a very basic, very easy, and very straightforward tutorial on how to complete a reel on Instagram. A lot of you have reached out to me asking me how to do it or if it was easy. I personally believe that it is. However, if after seeing this tutorial you still have additional questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. But let's get right into it. So I do want to start out on my personal page and then move to my business page just so that you guys can see the differences in reels on both. So click that arrow, press reel, and then you will be brought to the reel, creation home screen-ish thing. This is the screen where you are actually creating the reel. So all the way at the bottom, you have all of your different filters. On the left-hand side, you have your music, the timestamp. You can make that 15, 30, or 60 seconds. I'm going to make this one 15 just for the sake of this video. And then just press record, hold it, and then at the top you can see your the amount of seconds that you are using. Now, after you record a segment, you can click on that arrow, and then that is where you will be able to see the mini clip that you just recorded. So this is the clip. Now, I do recommend that you record your reels in mini segments versus one full video. So when you're recording your reels, record some, stop and edit, record some, stop and edit, because it is much easier to edit mini segments than it is an entire video. So you can also play around with the speed by clicking that 1 and then the multiplication sign. The 0.3 and 0.5s are slower speeds, and then anything above 1 is a really fast speed. I rarely do anything above 2. I usually either do slow 1 or 2. So this is what it is showing you. See how faster it is going now? And I'm pretty much making the same exact movement, but because that I chose the 2 multiplying speed, then it just goes faster. Click on the bottom right arrow to preview your reel. This is what it looks like so far. And then when you come back to, your home reel screen page, you can click on the bottom left arrow that you look to, see your segments, and then you can edit your segments. So, you can either choose to delete them, edit them, or you can reorder them. So if you press and hold a segment, then you can see that you can swap the orders of those segments. And then when you're done, click on next, and then you're going to come to this screen, which is pretty much your final phase of the reel. You can edit the cover page. The cover page is really important because this is pretty much what people will see. So this is the picture that people will see when they click on your profile and they are viewing all of your pictures and all of your reels. So let's go ahead and figure out how to add some text to this reel before we end this tutorial. And it's literally the exact same way, y'all. So the exact same way that you would do a story is how you would add text to a reel. You have your fonts at the bottom, your sizing on the left-hand side, and then your colors at the top. And then to mute this video, so to mute the sound in the background, all you have to do is click the music sign and then reduce your camera audio. And then that's pretty much it. So now I would like to add, recreate my cover page because I want my cover page to add text in it. And then you will write your captions, and then you will press save to draft. Please, you guys, save your things to draft before you post them because you never know what may go wrong. Preview them 100 times before you save them to your draft, and of course before you post them to your actual page is so important. Now, to go ahead and see or edit our drafts, you're just going to click on your profile, and then you're going to swipe left, and then you would see all of your videos or the reels that you have created. Click on drafts, and then click on the draft that you would like to edit. So as you can see, these are all of my drafts. Some of these I have posted, they just saved as a draft, and then now you are able to edit this one. So now, you guys, it is the fun part, which is the music. So to add music, of course, you just click on audio right here on the left hand side, or I could have just stayed on that first menu and clicked on the music sign. But you can either search whatever song. I mean, y'all, it literally has every song up here that we can think about. But because I'm saying that it's my birthday, it is not. I have to do the 2 Chainz It's Your Birthday song. So that is the song that I am going to add to this. And then now the music is playing. You guys can't hear it because because I muted it, but now it's playing, and then I can go back and save it as a draft again. And if you are scrolling through your reels and you really like an audio, this is how you will save it. Just click that music button at the bottom right there. And then once you come to the page where you are able, this page. Once you come to this page, then all you would do is click save audio. This is all of the reels that have been using this audio. And as you can see, it's saved now. And now all I would do would just go back into my reel. So let's say I'm about to create a new reel. I would just click on audio. And then saved audio. And then as you save your audios, they're saved in chronological order. So the most recent audio that you saved will be at the very top. So I would select that one, done. And then now it's saved as my audio for this particular video. So as I hold the play button, it will now play along with the music. And then as you can see on my preview, it is playing along with the music. So yeah, that's pretty much how you add music to your reels from saved audio. Now let's move on to the business part. So let's go ahead and switch over to my business page. And now we're at Pure Life Stationery. And y'all, you just do that from the bottom right hand corner. And then trying to add audio. So I'm just going to show you guys really quickly how the audio sucks when you have a business account. So all of those songs that are available on your personal page, or even if you have a creator account, you guys have way more access to a lot more popular songs. So as you can see, trying to search that birthday song, it's not working. Let's try Miss Cardi B. I doubt that's going to work. No, ma'am. So literally, we only have, I guess, like these songs that I have no idea what they are, but I just tried to make them work for my reels. Luckily, there is a way around it. So let's go back to my personal page and let's find an audio that I really like. Let's find Miss Mama's audio. Let's save it. Now, we're not going to save it. You can save it if you want to, but I'm just going to send it to my business page. So as you can see, I just sent myself. It says Tahirah share the reel. So now I am in my messages and I'm going to click on this reel and I am going to try to save it. Now, this does not work all of the time. As you can see for this reel, it will not let me save. It does not have the save reel, button. However, it does work sometimes, and I'm going to show you in my inbox where I have sent myself countless of reels. So you could see, so let's say if I wanted to click on this reel and I press the button, it'll have saved audio. I'm not really sure why it only does certain audios, but if you do like a certain audio, try to save it or send it to yourself from your personal accounts. So now that we know the basics, let's do a reel. I am doing a plan with me reel. I am recording in fast mode, 2 times fast, I guess that's what it's called. And I'm just doing mini clips. So this is me first pulling out my pen for beginning my reel or beginning my plan with me. And this is what it looks like in a clip. So that's why I said it's really easy for you to just work in clips versus trying to work in full videos, because then you can go back and edit those clips whenever. And I usually record my own reels. Sometimes I get my husband to hold the camera, or I will put the camera on my tripod. But as you can see, here we go. So I am So I like to get everything in order, like before I start recording. Okay. So I want my pens to be working right. I want everything to be working right. So because once you start writing something, it's kind of hard to go back and edit that reel. So I'm just going to see, look, I done already messed up. So I'm going to discard that clip and start over again. So once I press play, then I'm pretty much working, writing what I need to write. My pen looks good. I have my props in the back. And then I am going to edit that clip. So for this reel, I am pretty much just recording in all of my segments, and then, I'm editing here and there. So I may record all of my segments. So not recording one full video, but just recording all of my segments and then going back and editing each individual segment. Or sometimes I will record a segment, edit that segment, start a new segment, edit that segment, So, just move at your own pace, decide on how to do it yourself. Now, I will say, y'all, this is a huge tip. So on your business, just like you cannot add like crazy or like good songs, you cannot reorder your segments on this either. So please keep that in mind. You cannot reorder your segments on your business account for reels. Okay, so this is a good example of like messing up and then just editing a segment. So as you can see, like I'm doing the most with this little bitty sticker. It's not working right, no matter like how fast or how much I edit this segment, that it just wasn't going to work right. So as you can see, I just click on the segment. And then I am going to click the scissors, and then that allows me to like drag or edit that segment. So like you're pretty much trimming the parts that you don't want. The only thing is you can only trim the beginnings and the end. So you can't trim a middle. So now I'm just going back and previewing and editing the clips that I've already done. I just like to clean up the beginning and the ends of my clips. Honestly, like just making sure that your clip starts right as you are doing the activity or whatever it is, the speaking, whatever it is that you are doing in your reel. Just make sure that like everything flows. So you don't have like a whole lot of space in between your segments. You don't have like a lot of, downtime. Just make sure that you are utilizing every second of that reel and trying to get in as much information as possible. So I just decided to discard that whole sticker clip and just start over. Not like start over, but just start from a new beginning. And a lot of times when you are creating a reel, this is what you're going to have to do. So as you can see, I still have those other stickers at the top, but I'm just putting a new sticker down, and it's flawless, y'all. It's flawless. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I'm just going to go in and probably like edit, like the last little part where I'm smoothing it over. I'm probably just going to delete that part, but I don't have to delete that whole segment. And that's just how you have to do it. See what I'm doing at the bottom here, just deleting that one part, and then it's so much smoother. And then now I'm back to editing another section. And this section will be just me writing down, like my important meetings and appointments and stuff like that for the week. And please keep in mind your time limits at the top. Do you see those red bars at the top? So all of that space to the right of that red bar, that is the amount of time you have left to record. So just keep that in mind, because for a 60-second video, although, I'm doing it really fast, like it takes me a while to plan. So it will be really, really hard for me to, capture my whole planning routine in a 60-second video. So think of the content that you are trying to create right now. Like what is the purpose of your content for this reel? So my purpose for my content right now is to show that my insert can encompass both mom life, both business life, and both like 9 to 5 life. So those are the tasks that I am highlighting during this reel. I hope that makes sense. So all of the things that I am writing down, it is just highlighting like, okay, household chores, bills. It's highlighting like I guess like doctor's appointments and things like that. So just making sure that you are encompassing or you are thinking about the type of content that you are creating when creating your reels. That's very, very important because your time limits are very, very short. And it's just really easy when you create reels, just doing regular lifestyle things, right? So I plan every Sunday. So I was like, okay, why not just record a plan with me? And it's really easy. Like, it's not like I'm adding anything. I'm just recording myself planning and then I'm just editing it in between. Or I may, just go in and do the whole planning thing and then edit the reel afterwards, whatever. But it's not really like adding or taking up a whole lot of time. So creating reels do not have to be hard if you just focus on doing, real life things that you usually do anyway. So I'm pretty much done with like the logistics of the reel. I just want to go ahead and save it to my camera roll. Make sure you save it to your camera roll, you guys, because sometimes even when you save it just to your drafts, when you go to open up your drafts, it can be like messed up or it refuses to open. That has happened to me on both my business and my personal accounts. So just make sure that you save it to your camera roll because then you can always just go back in and upload it. And I'm just going back just to make sure that it did save to my drafts, just reviewing it. I'm going to reduce that background noise in the camera. And then we're going to add my own music and my own text. Click see more for more music recommendations just for you. And then as you can see next to all of the songs, it will tell you like how many reels have already been used playing that song. I recommend using a popular song, which is like at least a couple thousand reels already being used, but also make sure that the music does go with the pace and just the overall vibe of your reel. Okay. And then, so what I'm just doing now is just reviewing the reel, making sure that everything, flows, that like, my words, flow on the page and that my text is okay and that my music is okay. And then I am editing my cover page. Be patient. It may take a while for your cover to come up. Well, for your cover options to come up, especially if you have a lot of segments. And then what I'm just doing is just dragging the bottom just to see like which one looks the best. I really do like that one. I'm probably going to select this one. Yes, ma'am. And then that's done. Please, please, please do not forget to save it as a draft every time that you make a new edit to your video. And then don't forget to write a caption. So that's all that I'm doing at this part is just writing my caption. And then I am going to show you guys what the actual reel looks like. So I just posted my caption and tagged my products, and now it's posting. It's posting. It's posting. It's posting. Oh my God, this is so crazy. It's nerve-wracking when a reel posts because you're like, oh my God, did I do everything that I needed to do? And yes, look at it. It's so pretty. Yes. Yes. And you guys can't hear the music because I don't want this video to have any copyright problems or anything like that. So if you want to watch the full reel, just go ahead and follow me on my Instagram page and take a look at it, just so that you can get the full feel of it. But this is how you do a reel, and isn't it just so flawless, y'all? Like, it doesn't have to be perfect when you create your first couple of reels, but it's going to get easier and easier and easier, especially if you record in segments and edit as you go. And that is really important for like lifestyle, like days in my life, or travel with me or something like that, because then you can save it for like hours and then come back to it like a couple hours later and finish it. But that is my reel, you guys. Thank you for watching. I really, really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up. If you have any additional questions, please follow me on social media, DM me, or leave the comments in the comment section below. But this is my page. Isn't she so pretty? Oh my God. But yeah, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, y'all. Again, if you have any additional comments, leave it in the comments box below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Peace. Thank you for watching.